Hello and welcome to another round of Mechabellum Ladder. Bobo Superstar, you're up 2300. Let's go climb that rank. Today I've just decided to hit the streaming button. So I mean, if you're online, if you have Twitch .tv/serialbox1 added, you can get a notification that I've gone live and potentially join me in the future for some live rounds. Let's see. I do love speed. Tanks they're decent, but I like to stay away from them. I think we just go Arclight build. Now he's got a lot of tanks and Arclights, and I've got anti-horde. That really enables me to be a little bit of a sass and put down. I mean, he's gonna need to go anti-air, right? Like, what else can he do? But, like, maybe he won't do it effectively. What does he need to do it with? Probably Mustangs? I don't know. I'm going to unlock Marksman for the sake of it. But I'm going to double down on Phoenix. And I'm just going to squat him up here to really cover those flanks in the future and see what happens. He did get a Mustang squad. He only has one. Now, it just depends if these Arclights can stay far enough ahead that they take the aggro from the Mustangs. It doesn't necessarily look like that's what's happening, but you can see the Arclight is a counter to Mustangs to begin with. So what we might do is just get more Arclights and keep owning. I mean, we just had so much more cash than him in round one, so it was a bit unfair, if I'm honest. Subsidized Arclight. That is incredible for us. We go ahead and we put those down. And getting extended range could be counterproductive, but I'm going to do it anyway because we have the tech. And we'll unlock something else that's free, perhaps Fangs. He's going for more Mustangs. Now again, getting something like even armor enhancement really disables the ability of Mustangs to do a big deal of damage on my Arclights. I don't know what to do with the sledgehammers just yet. Probably steel balls would be incredible, or we just hold off for a melting point. Either way, we're in a fantastic position. Let's see if the range was counterproductive. It looks like my Phoenix are still staying far enough back, but look at this. They are eating a little bit of crap. Still, Arclights are chilling. Phoenix, I mean, they don't have enough to rank up just yet. They're all about halfway. Deployment specialist, how do you not upgrade, especially with subsidized Arclights? I mean, if he's just gonna let me keep rolling this up, that's enough for me to get extended range, right? Yeah, okay. So let's go for another Arclight here, another Arclight here. Actually, it's not enough to get those techs if I buy a third Arclight, and I do want to buy one. We could get these, we could get these. Let's go ahead and just get both of our techs. Increased damage, increased health. He's getting more stuff and more crawlers. Interesting. Again, most of the things that he's getting are countered by the Arclight, so I'm not too worried about it. Especially if I eventually get into purchasing, if I get into, what did he get this for? Recovery to sell something. What does he want to sell? Anyway, I just, right now I feel like we have a pretty good squad built up for them. He did put the crawlers on the correct side to, you know, eat some Phoenix shots. I don't have any Phoenix going down the center, but right now he's just not doing what he needs to be doing to counter me. He's in fact buying into things that continue to be messed up. Alright, so senior defense. Get an upgrade here. I mean, if I can get 3 deployments per round and there are discounted Arclights, you can be damn sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to put an Arclight back here just for future spawns of crawlers behind me. And let's get extended range. And let's mass recruit and just get a 4th arc light. And again, just putting it in those back corners in case he decides to go for some crawlers. He finally went for marksman. It's about time. That's literally what he should have got from the start. Again, we're still in a position where going for like a melting point or something could really make a lot of sense. We never bought armor on these arc lights. We never needed it. So here's the marksmen. They are doing what they need to do. And we are not chewing through these shields very quickly. Which is fine, I think. I'm just hoping that you would change your focus, maybe. Again, these shields are holding. I do not do a tremendous amount of single target damage. Probably enough to still win this one. We'll see if this shot can get off. Blowing up the base means that we're going to survive several shots. These Phoenix are ready to get powered up. I mean, that was almost it. We still get 100 damage, even though we're getting a half cost unit out of these arc lights. But, you know, that's fine. Let's keep upgrading. Upgrading is where we want to go with this. And I mean, if I get just a handful of crawlers, I don't need them early in the battle. I mean, I'll get some early in the battle, but most of them, I just want them to trickle in as the battle proceeds. And look at this perfect crawler placement. They are going to run forward, make a mess. We had a lot of money left over at the end there, but not quite enough to get tech. I didn't want to buy another expedited squad or anything. So we're just chilling here. He's going for the marksman. That's, again, what he needed to do forever ago. And he's going for double shot, which is going to be pretty good at chewing up arc lights. It's not going to be very good at dealing with crawlers. So, just some things to consider there. Not to mention, we could just get some fortresses against what they've built. I was thinking melting points earlier, but why not fortresses? Could be good. And again, here's the second wave of crawlers coming through, just to eat up these sniper shots. You can see this like slow chewing of those units. It was enough for them to kill most of my arc lights. If I deployed more arc lights behind the line as well, particularly in the center, it could have really led to something good. Could you get that shot off? But yeah, we have finally been countered. With him having just $400 left, he got a counter off. He doesn't even have all the big stat increases that we have. Another thing that would absolutely dominate him right now is Stormcallers. And with a 100% attack bonus, I think that's what you do, right? You do that. We get these upgrades. Let's just make sure we get enough for the Stormcallers. 1, 2. And they need to just frickin' sling. You know what? I might actually put them in a position. I might even just give them range. And put you a little bit further forward and give the central one damage. It's just an argument of like, how far forward do they need to be? And this seems pretty good. I would like to upgrade you. This could be the last round. So let's go ahead. We'll upgrade you. And just because I think this is going to catch him off guard, let's go ahead and put this down. I know he had like a incendiary bomb potential, some magnetic shield. That will do an annoying a bit of reducing this range, I think. Or just blowing up some crappy duders. There's the flame. Again, though, we got the missiles. So the missiles should be enough to chew apart his shields. I'm just hoping that these Phoenix... Come on, boys. This is what you need to kill. I mean, we should still have enough with all these missiles. Missiles are a very good counter to shields and marksmen. So the combination of both, plus us giving ourselves just some upgraded units there at the end, the shield in the front. Easy victory. And by easy, I mean well fought, actually. though we were on the front foot most of the time. This has only been 10 minutes so far, so let's go ahead and just make this a double feature. One thing I'm realizing is that I'm over a month ahead in my recordings going to YouTube, so either I should be putting 2 a days in the 2 different uploads, or just more double features, because I want to play Mechabellum one way or the other. So, let's do it. Robin Hood, obviously a Robin Hood man. Ruben Rube. Pretty interesting, pretty close in terms of elo. With the 2300 area, 2400 almost. Something different this time. Last time we just did standoff with arc lights and Phoenix. That was pretty good. I do like a Mustang crawler build. I find speed is just so interesting. It's such a good power. Like, especially if you're going to be going for tanks in particular. I don't know that I want to go for tanks. Especially not into a bunch of steel balls. What's the best counter to this crap? Well, probably just getting some fangs, honestly. And then you guys can go in the back corners where I like you to counter any future deployments. Especially Mustangs, because they can attack anything ground or air. They're so good to put on the flanks. So while anything's warping in, they just get slaughtered. We put everything else a little bit further forward because the Mustangs are going to rush forward. And just to mess up the opponent laser tanks, the steel balls there, we're going to put our fangs out. And again, they're just here to chew some of that initial swarm coming in. Looks like he bought another steel ball. Fair enough. Again, they're pretty good, especially with the arc lights to clear out the fangs. My hope is just that the steel balls come forward first, and they get hit quite a few times. I could also pivot into Phoenix. I wouldn't mind that. It's not really that good right away, but it would get better and better. The reason I don't want to do it right away is next turn I'll only have $400, so if I upgrade Phoenix, I can't buy 2 squads. Unless I buy 1 squad of Phoenix, and then he can kind of counter it on the next run. It's probably better just to do another round of Marksman. But then if you're doing heavy Marksman, do you really need Phoenix as well? It's a good question. Thankfully, our ground units here, the Mustangs, do come forward at the right time. Again, they are countered by the arc lights, but the timing of the arc lights arriving and the steel balls arriving really ended up landing in our favor. If this doesn't go down first, we are good, because then you kill this, and then our timing will be blowing up your base before you get to the second sniper here. Come on. Come on. Come on. One more. And then you're just dead in the water. Perfect. So, not like the first round really matters that much. Just a couple 100 points, whatever. Subsidized Stormcallers, that's really good for him. Heavy Hacker, on the other hand, could be really good for me. It is free. So let's potentially go for the Heavy Hacker build. It's kind of interesting. And then another Fang, I think, is what's important here. I'm going to put it a little bit further back than the other ones. It's in the center, so it doesn't make my eyes bleed as much, as opposed to having one of these ones offset. Would have loved to level up the Marksman, but we're just not there yet. I mean, honestly, just a ton of Marksmen would have been fine. We could have just done 3 more Marksmen that last round with an accelerated deployment. But I like the idea of using the Heavy Hacker, especially if he's using some rush units. Rhinos in particular stand out as really good for getting a Rhino for. What's he gonna get here? I'm not seeing any flankers. More arc lights. Again, that makes a lot of sense. Extended range on the Hackers, another potential. He's buying missiles for those rear flanks. Fair enough. He does have an aerial specialist as well. Another reason to potentially get more marksmen. Get them leveling up. Oh, this... Come on. Switch them. Yeah, there we go. And the fact that we have, what is it, 500% health or something like that? Yeah, is pretty meaningful on these hackers. I don't like overdoing the hackers because they can certainly get sent the other way, but come on, guys. Come on, no. 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 That's unfortunate for the timing. Come on. Come off cooldown. It's not gonna happen. Oh, what a travesty. The opponent is weak for a moment here, but I don't know that we have enough time to capitalize. Oh, it seems good, actually. With enough fangs, a tremendous amount of things are possible. So I don't want to get that many more fangs right now. Assault Vial Vulcan, no. 100% more attack. Seems good. It's not like incredible, but it is good. Let's do a round of upgrades, see where that leaves us with cash. Enough for a hacker. I'm pretty sure the hackers, they do have a damage stat, so this should make them hack twice as fast. And we know that we need more single target attacks. So let's go ahead, we'll throw in our, like, an extra rifleman just a little bit further back here. He got level 3 steel balls over here. I think that's still going to be enough to chew through that left flank. I really should have considered putting this improved fire control system on that flank, the one that I'm kind of losing. We did put the extra rifleman there, and thankfully the hacker will turn a little, like, just create a little bit of a distraction with a lot of this. Let's see though, a big steel ball. I'm worried about these lasers. They will do really well against 500% health. Yeah, the fact that he's going after a bunch of small units, this big hacker of ours, really wasted a bunch of time, unfortunately. But that seems to be fine. The extra sniper on this flank and the extra hacker was enough. And now they're super slow, so they should be dead in the water once again. Look at that hacker just wiggling his way over. So maybe the multi-hack would be appropriate here. Amplifying core. Incendiary. I like permanent things here. Amplifying core. Vulcan costs only 100. He is a pretty solid go away burner bros. And then we can get a couple of level ups. I'd like to get this one in particular. And that means another sniper this side. Again, 2 more level ups ready to go. All this tech. So many things that we want to do. But we had enough for the Vulcan, so it made sense. He went for 3 Stormcaller squads. Perhaps we should be going anti-missile Mustang at this point. Certainly worth considering. We have a lot of health, thankfully. Also, extended range on the hackers may be enough to trick these missiles into firing kind of into their own ranks. Though multiple controller also makes a lot of sense when the opponent is coming forward with so many small boys. So this should be pretty strong though, the Vulcan. Pew pew pew, they all die. Pew pew pew, they all die. So that clears out most of this. And then it's just a matter of hacking. Can we hack? Oh, we can hack. I think we need extended range. I feel like we spend too much time kind of walking. But there we go, getting some shots off. Flame Boy is flaming. He's got a ton of XP and a amplifying core. We should just keep upgrading him. There's so many technologies that I want to get, but with all these units getting XP, I want to keep leveling them up. And I want to keep getting my 2 deployments per round. Decrease recruitment cost by 50. This pays itself off so quickly. non-giant units. That includes hackers, but it's more meaningful on the even smaller units. 200 for you. Let's focus on the level ups. Again, we could go for Mustangs here really quite soon. Instead what? Instead, I'm going to get another hacker on his side with the level 3 units. A $50 freaking Fang. And let's get one of these technologies. Damage or health? Probably just health. Should be fine. So again, with the upgraded Vulcan, they've got some upgraded units. They got even more Stormcallers. Interesting. We did add in more Fangs for them to kill with those Stormcallers, unfortunately. And at this point, I'm kind of behind on the number of Mustangs that I need to keep countering that air. But hackers with range, I keep saying it, I just don't seem to be doing it. Also getting shields on our Fangs can be a really good thing where they survive an extra shot. Hacker doing hacker things. Oh, not quite enough over here. Again, though, even the flames seem to be enough with the amplifying core to really chew through a lot of these units. And then Vulcan continues forward. Non-giant units also include air units. So the next thing to kind of move into, I would say, would just be some Phoenix. Some Phoenix or some Wasps. Wasp would do a good little charge, a little counter charge on them. Acid, smoke. I don't really love any of these, but I'll do the acid or the sticky oil. Because we do have a flame boy out there. Slowing down the steel balls would be nice. Let's keep going with these upgrades. But yeah, I want to get probably Wasps. And 2 squads of them at least. And just kind of put them over here on these little flanky poos. +1 is enough for us to get another Vulcan. Or we could get the range I've been mentioning every time. Let's get the range. And let's get +1 deployment. And then let's get another hacker. This time, I'm okay with it kind of being in the center. Perhaps some attack bonuses. Okay, he's putting some oil slicks down on me as well. He's buying missiles. Presumably, did he get ignite on his things? No, he did get overlords though. So that counters pretty much what I was doing over there, unfortunately. These extended range things are nice. We just need to make sure our Mustangs either get an anti-air specialty or I don't know what they need. We don't have anything to kill that air, unfortunately, other than a handful of Mustangs. But those are not Mustangs, but marksmen. And they seem to be enough, so look at that extended range though, really making it happen. And that's actually GG. I didn't realize we were gonna get lethal on that one. I may have done more advanced things, but lovely. Good game, Robin Hood. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Let's see what we got for rank. We did get a level up. And then 68. Oh, one away from the magic number. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.